ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Unstable bringing you a 1v1 between Fnatic TTOne and Idra on the map Backwater Gulch. Yeah, I like this map a lot. I think it's a very good map just because I play Zerg on StarCraft 2 and I'm not that good in Platinum, so it's not that big a deal. But like I like the fast expo, I like the really easy, like the ramp. It's easy to defend as a Zerg. You just either get a lot of roaches, you get a lot of Zerglings, and you can hold the ramp pretty easily, and it's fun to do. Like I think this is a fun map. The only really bad part I like about it is these two chokes, but if they weren't there, Protoss can defend stuff. And look at this, we got a pylon coming down here. So I think TT1, after scouting of course, is going to go for a fast expand build, because Protoss fast expands, a 3-gate fast expand, is a really cool build, just because mass sentries is so much fun. I've screwed around with it a few times. Like messing around with mass sentries, just spamming force fields and having infinite amounts of energy, it's fun to do. Anyway, production tab. So looks like we're just building drones, nothing really too much. TT1 is harassing Idra's drones, which really, I doubt Idra's gonna let anyone of them die, but it's just annoying. And the spawning pool going down first for Idra on 14 drones. That 14th drone made it. The spawning pool building back up to 15 drones. And will we see a gas, or is he just going to get these Zerglings to shoot this probe array when he goes to build? This is really what we have to see. TT1 continuing to scout around. They're not doing too much. Idra sending overlords all over the place. Oop, there's the first deviation. He's going for a forge, fast expand build. So he'll probably finish walling this off either with some sort of building, and then he'll put a cannon behind it to defend against Zergling run-bys, and then he'll wall this area off here for Zergling run-bys. It's pretty easy. 2 drones coming down for Idra. Free 75 minerals. He is trying to get a base, but this probe is going to be annoying and be a little turd and keep him from throwing down that base. Although Idra's micro is ridiculous. I mean, like, let's look at the APM times. He's got 200 mic. He had, like, they both were up in the 200s right there. Idra now throwing down his fast expansion. I mean, not his fast expansion, his normal time expansion, around 21. Pretty much standard for opening pool first. Gas coming up for Idra. Meanwhile, we have the Nexus and a single cannon coming down. He's not getting any gateway, so if Idra scouts this, he could go with a lot of Zerglings to try to provide some early pressure, but TT1 is continuing to build this wall to defend from Zergling run-bys and to just defend this cannon. This cannon is really his only line of defense until he can get some units out. But with this expansion, really can't do too much. If Idra cancels it, maybe he can do something, but it's not worth the risk. If he just plays a macro game, it's easier to do, and it's a lot more fun. My opinion, I like macro games. Idra picking off the scouting probe because, well, if he lays out a pylon and he warps in a whole bunch of zealots and stalkers and stuff, it went badly for you. Does Idra even know where he is? Yes, Idra has figured out where he is. That is good. Gateway just finishing up. Another gateway going out. Pylon. Okay, this is airtight. The only way Zergs can get in is through this wall here, which is good. Photon cannon coming down at the front. And let's see what else is going on here. We got a Crepe Tuma expansion finishing up, Zergling speed on the way, and a cybernetic score for TT1. Meanwhile, Idra transferring a queen down to inject a larva, and you'll see that hatchery, and the drone transfer. Pretty good one. Let's look at the units tab. 26 drones to 24 probes. TT1 will quickly catch up with double chrono boosts, and constant probe production at 2 bases. It's just gonna happen. Idra seeing what he can do, just kind of poking around. This cannon will shoo off any of these Zerglings. Cannon's 2-shot Zerglings. I thought it was a 3-shot. Oh, well, 3 cannons at the main to defend from any Zerglings. Let's see here. Another second and third gas going down for Idra, going up to Lair Tech and getting an Evo chamber. Interesting. First stalker coming out for TT1. I apologize for the yawning, folks. I am a bit tired. It's like 2 in the morning right now, and I just figured out how to get this to work, because this is my first video. Anyway, Idra just droning up to all hell. Speed's about to finish. Warp gate is just about halfway done now. Zealot coming out for TT1, and the gases are being grabbed on the percentage at the natural, and they've been grabbed for a while at the main. TT1 with only Yeah, only one gateway so far. So you're gonna. Yep, there's the second. We're gonna see a third. One more gateway. Come on. Yep, there's the third gateway. 3 gates. Oop. This stalker. This is like pretty much free stalker for for Idra. TTOne is a very nice person to get that gift up. A layout is in the middle of the field. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, I never actually saw that. That's awesome. Anyway. It is going to be a 6-gate attack from TT1. Ooh, this is going to be action-packed fun. And I don't think Idra knows anything about this. Nope, Idra does not. So we're going to see what happens. 1 sentry just shooing it off. This is pretty common. He's only seen 1 sentry. This Overlord needs to be a hero Overlord. He needs to scout these, but the gateways are finishing up, and Idra does not have anything. He has 1 spine at the main, and I think he has 17 lings, with 12 more on the way. So Idra's gonna have about like 30 lings to defend this, and Idra's good, but I don't think he's that good. Unless maybe Idra expects something. Let's see what he's doing. He's building lings. I mean, he has 48 drones. That's with all of his gas saturated. That's what. I don't know. I'm trying to do math in my head, but it's not working, folks. So, yeah. I mean, maybe he expects something. I mean, he does have pretty good drone saturation. 49 for 2 bases. I mean, it's not that... It's not bad. It's not wonderful. 12... Yeah, so he's got, what, 30-some drones. But now he's mixing in drones with his building. Oh, 5 infestors coming out, too. 10 more lings. He has a pretty substantial ling force with +1 upgrades. He can probably hold this pretty well if TT1 tries to do a 6-gate push. Ooh, but there's the robotics bay. That'll end badly. Idra taking his 3rd, by the way. +2 is also on the way, and along with more zealots. I don't think TT1 knows about the infestors yet, which could prove to be problematic. Idra just sending 2 little lings to pick off this 1 little probie that's scouting for expos, which is really good, because if he saw that expo, he would have probably tried to attack. But anyway, here comes the attack. The stalker, no linkless stalkers versus lings. Force fields are going to make the difference. If he can force field off a lot of the lings at a time, have them coming in. Okay, force fields, but there's still a hole, but there's a choke point. Idra not even fungling, just throwing down infested Terrans. That's a lot of them, too. But I mean, I don't know what he's trying to accomplish with that. Like, he's going to do damage, but... oh, never mind, I stand corrected. I mean, like, he's still got a couple stalkers left, but this is just energy he's wasting right now, killing off 2 cannons, a 3rd. Yeah, killing off cannons, killing off stalkers, killing off everything for just energy, which is it's a great trade-off when you can kill any stuff for free. Let's look at the lost tab. Units lost. Obviously, Idra getting the better of that engagement, losing less units. I mean, he wasn't too cost effective with the Zerglings, but these infestors paid for themselves just there by pooping out thousands of infested Terrans and literally blowing up the Protoss army. StarCraft 1. Infested Terrans blew up. They didn't shoot. They exploded. They were awesome. Anyway. Let's see here. Idra getting an auxiliary hatchery in his main. I thought he was going to get a 4th for a minute there. I was going to be impressed. I was going to be confused, not impressed. Zerg speed, Overlord speed on the way, along with 4 more infestors. ×2 melee attack. And, Neural Parasite, which is good for Colossus. If you get Neural Parasite, these Colossus, they do ridiculous amounts of damage, because you won't kill your own Colossus, you're going to try to kill the Infestor, but the Lings are going to hopefully bog the main army down, and let the Mind Control do its whole thing. But +1 defense on the way for our Protoss. And also shooting at that Overlord. Pick it on the fat kid, I don't know why they do that. It's just mean. Fnatic TT1 choosing to bring down the destructible rocks. Gives himself another hour to attack, but he also gives himself a way to get surrounded, because when this Idra comes around from the rear, he's in a bit of trouble. And Idra is very, very good at picking his counterattacks. Lots of pylons going down. Idra preparing for the attack. The attack fun growth on the Zealots, keeping them in place. Idra just losing an infestor pointlessly, not using any spells. He's got enough energy for fungal growth and Neural. It's gonna be close. The first wave of Lings is cleaned up, but 22 more on the way. 3 Spine Crawlers almost done. These Infested Terran need to do something. These Infestors need to do something, sorry. Popping out a few Infested Terran. The Queen is even getting involved in this. A couple of Lings coming in to shoot these off. Oh, and Idra will hold this attack. But he lost a lot of Lings, but they're just Lings. They're not that important. Oh, TTOne coming back in. He's reinforcing with Zealots. With his 4 pylons. Warp-in zone. My god, it's a lot of pylons. Streaming in Zerglings from all over the place. Idra, in a bit of trouble here, maybe. 10 more Lings on the way. 5 more Zealots on the way for TT1, though. I don't know. Lots of Zealots. Only 1 Colossus, though. That's the heavy damage dealer in this game. The Zealots are just a buffer zone. If he gets a good Fungo's off like that... Ooh, using his Lings to destroy the reinforcements. The Colossus isn't shooting at the Lings. What is he doing? The Colossus is trying to go for the throat. Meanwhile, his entire backline is getting destroyed. The Colossus is getting surrounded. The Colossus will fall, and these Lings are now going to clean up these Zealots. That was very bad. He didn't guard the Colossus. He let his backline get destroyed and reinforcements get cut off. Now Idra's just picking them off. Plus 2 Lings, plus 2 1 Lings are ridiculously good. Upgraded Lings are very good early game. Especially when your Protoss fighter doesn't have upgrades himself. He has 1 armor. It's just bad. 5 more Infestors on the way, more Colossus, and TT1 is expanding closer to Idra, so he is determined to hold. If he loses this army, he is guaranteed to lose this base. Overlord scouting this expansion. Idra is just content to build Lings and Infestors, because that's all he needs right now. He's doing fine. He's doing very well with them. He hasn't had to use a Nora Parasite. I mean, yeah, a Nora Parasite even once so far. Sentry's trying to pick it off. Sentry Zealot composition now. Ooh, he Nora Parasited that. He got it. He got that Colossus, and they're all against the wall. This Colossus is doing tons of damage to their own units. Will Idra now? Yes, Idra now A attacks onto that Colossus. The Colossus goes to the high ground to escape. But he is cut off. He can only get down from this angle right here. Will the other Colossus coming to reinforce Idra? Idra, come on. Idra, Fungal Growthing that Colossus, keeping him in place, letting the Zerglings take him out. Fungal Growthing these Zealots here. The Zerglings are coming back around. The Queen just killed it, and the GG is called by TT1. TT1 has left the game.